is for all you multi-talented, multitasking, multi-everything people out there. Take it away.
Find your glory, write your story, fearless feet will carry you. Time you own it, take your moment, be a fire burning through. Hustling from night until morning, grinding it out, it won't be long. Feel your power, it's your hour, you inspire, you are strong.
Enjoy your Zola. No applause? You're all fired.
Now that you've reached the stage in your life where quality television is important, Nubian TV is a black network that speaks to your lifestyle. Nubian TV is the world's first digital network devoted to the upscale and political lifestyles of black people. Nubian TV's programming includes politics, travel, fashion, food, automotive, arts and culture, civil rights, music, and more. Watch now on Amazon Fire TV, Roku, or watch globally at nubiantv.net. Nubian TV, it's what you want to watch.
Come with me if you want to live a more delicious life. Oh, maybe we should get in the van.
In this world, we don't get to control much. The past, male pattern baldness.
What geese?
Got one right now. The urge to puff that bubble wrap.
But there is one thing we do get to choose every single day: what we eat. Welcome to the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment. We have everything you want, didn't know you wanted, and some things you didn't know were possible. Because we believe if you're not having fun, you're not living free. So come on, let's live a little.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money! Are you ready? They are ready. Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here this morning.
It's always a good time. That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good. Very good.
Coming in hot, Jimmy, coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Oh.
Good morning, America. I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in. I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be here.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in. That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, Lara, Ginger.
Good evening. My name is Mark Woodbury. I'm the chairman and CEO of Universal Destinations and Experiences. Well, we're finally here. Tomorrow we begin a new chapter at Universal Orlando Resort as we open Epic Universe. We built this place for you. I want to thank you, our fans, for your love of our stories, characters, and immersive experiences that inspired this incredible place. Epic Universe represents over 8 years of meticulous planning, immense creativity, and innovation, combined with unmatched craftsmanship and operational excellence on the part of thousands of people who have brought to life the stories and characters that live beyond each of Epic's portals. But it represents so much more. Your love of Universal and the deep connections we've shared together here in Orlando over the past 30 years inspired us to dream bigger and to push the boundaries to create something extraordinary for you and for generations of fans and families to come. And tomorrow, as we open Epic Universe, I can't wait for you to experience this place for yourself. Now it's your turn to step inside, to lose yourself, and to share this place with the ones you love most. As we open this park, we hope your world becomes a little more epic. Tomorrow, Epic Universe becomes yours.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Oh, hello to you. Good morning to everybody. Welcome into another edition of Bradley's Virtual Tour Live. Glad to have all you here in the building with me on this Wednesday. Glad to have all you here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 destinations for you this morning. We're going to kick it off with some Black architects doing some big things out in California. Wait till you hear about that. Yes, you saw what you saw on the thumbnail. Apparently, there is a new strain of the vid. We'll get into it, child. Just what else is going to happen in 2025? God only knows, because he's God and we're everybody else. GameStop made a dumbass decision. We'll talk about that. There's a recall on some Ford vehicles you want to be paying attention to. Southwest Airlines has released the prices for how much you have to pay for each bag. For those of you who may not know, the 2 free check bags are no longer available at Southwest Airlines, okay? Kelly Clarkson may be leaving her daytime talk show. Lord Jesus. Okay. There was a Navy ship that hit the Brooklyn Bridge. We'll talk about that. And Bryan Cranston saying what needs to be said. Really, he said the quiet part out loud. So, that being said, higher is waiting, low is available. But either way, we are live on tour. Let me take down this iconic intro here. You see that virtual tour background. Yes, you do. You hear that virtual tour music. Yes, you do. One thing to know, 2 things for sure, that over here on this channel, a lot happens early. Rolling.
It's a new morning for America's family. Sun's coming up, so make it all that it can be. You know a lot happens early.
I'm Harry Smith.
I'm Julie Chen. I'm Maggie Rodriguez.
Morning everywhere. Come on, get up.
I'm Russ Mitchell.
And I'm Dave Price. And it's a little early for this.
Now this it's a new morning for America's family. Sun's coming up, so make it all that it can be. You know a lot happens early. Every day's good when you start living up right. But I wait the daylight. A lot happens early. Can you feel it? And I said,
Good morning, everybody.
Are you girls ready for the Jonas Brothers? We have an early show exclusive. Yes.
A lot happens early.
A lot happens early.
The Early Show, weekday mornings on CBS.
It's a new morning.
Yes, it is. Julie Chen, Moonves, and Russ Mitchell, Dave Price, Harry Smith, Maggie Rodriguez. You're absolutely right. On this channel, a lot happens early. Good morning, everybody. Let's make it do what it do and go on tour. We have 8 destinations for you all this morning. Yes, indeed. Here we go. We're going to kick it off. Hang on. Let me see here. There we go. We're going to kick it off right here with this. Get the screen share going. Right here. Shout out to rollout.com, celebrating 25 years of being a platform on to the next 25 years there. Black architects lead rebuilding after 9,000 homes destroyed. In the Ardina Rebuild Coalition provides guidance and resources following devastating Eaton fire in California community. The devastating Eaton fire that swept through Aldina, California in January has prompted an unprecedented community-led recovery effort spearheaded by Black architects, engineers, and industry professionals. The Aldina Rebuild Coalition represents a grassroots response to help residents navigate the complex rebuilding process while preserving the community's historical identity and character. This professional coalition addresses both immediate recovery needs and long-term sustainability goals, demonstrating how community-centered design can guide disaster recovery efforts. The initiative reflects broader principles of equitable development that prioritize resident voices and local expertise over external commercial interests. Eaton fire creates devastating community impact. The January wildfire destroyed more than 9,000 structures throughout Aldina, including residential homes and commercial businesses that form the economic backbone of the community. The scale of destruction created an urgent need for coordinated recovery efforts that could address both immediate housing needs and long-term community planning considerations. UCLA research revealed that the fire disproportionately affected Black households in Aldina, with nearly half experiencing significant damage or complete property loss. This demographic impact underscored existing vulnerabilities within the community while highlighting the need for culturally informed recovery approaches that understand historical economic context. The destruction threatens generations of accumulated wealth through home ownership, as Aldina has historically maintained Black home ownership rates that exceed both state and national averages. This economic dimension of the disaster extends beyond immediate housing needs to encompass broader questions about community stability and generational wealth preservation. Professional coalition emerges from community connections. The Southern California chapter of the National Organization of Minority Architects formed the Aldina Rebuild Coalition as a direct response to the community crisis. Many coalition members, including President Matthew J. Trotter, lost their homes in the fire, creating personal stakes in the recovery process that informed their professional contributions. The coalition's formation demonstrates how professional networks can mobilize quickly to address community needs during crisis situations. Members bring in specialized expertise in architecture, engineering, and construction management while maintaining deep understanding of local community dynamics and cultural considerations. Personal investment in the community's recovery creates authentic motivation for coalition members who balance professional expertise with lived experience of fire impacts. This combination of technical knowledge and personal connection enables more effective and culturally responsive recovery planning approaches. Comprehensive support addresses multiple recovery challenges. The coalition provides free guidance services to residents navigating complex rebuilding processes that involve insurance claims, permitting procedures, and construction planning. Workshop programming covers essential topics including insurance policy interpretation, soil testing requirements, and strategies for avoiding predatory development practices. Educational programming helps residents understand their rights and options during the rebuilding process while connecting them with appropriate professional resources. This approach empowers community members to make informed decisions about their properties while protecting them from exploitation during vulnerable periods. Coalition member Latrice Harris, I think that's how you say her name, Latrice Harris, emphasizes the importance of building trust within the community through consistent support and reliable information sharing. This relationship approach recognizes that effective recovery requires ongoing collaboration between professionals and residents rather than one-time consulting relationships. Community identity preservation guides development principles. Architect Charles T. Bryant, a 40-year Aldina resident who lost his home in the fire, represents the coalition's commitment to maintaining neighborhood character during rebuilding efforts. His involvement demonstrates how long-term residents can guide the recovery process to preserve community identity while accommodating necessary changes. Coalition's approach prioritizes preventing large-scale developer takeovers that might transform Aldina's character through standardized construction approaches. This resistance to generic development reflects broader community control principles that emphasize local decision-making over external commercial interests. Preservation efforts focus on maintaining architectural diversity and community scale that have historically defined Aldina's residential character. These aesthetic and plan considerations serve broader goals of ensuring that rebuilt neighborhoods remain accessible and welcoming to existing residents. Sustainable and equitable practices shape rebuilding standards. Recent coalition programming has addressed sustainability and fire safety considerations that should inform reconstruction planning throughout the affected areas. Panel discussions at the Aldina Library bring together experts to discuss integration of environmental considerations with community development goals. Michael Anderson from Anderson Barker collaborates with the coalition to ensure rebuilding practices incorporate both environmental sustainability and social equity principles. This partnership demonstrates how established firms can contribute specialized expertise while supporting community-led recovery initiatives. Fire safety improvements must balance protection needs with affordability considerations that enable all residents to participate in rebuilding efforts. The coalition advocates for safety measures that enhance community resilience without creating financial barriers that exclude lower-income households from recovery opportunities. Next generation engagement supports long-term planning. University students contribute fresh perspectives to recovery planning while gaining practical experience in community-centered design approaches. Armstrong's Architecture and Advocacy nonprofit demonstrates how emerging professionals can contribute to social justice goals through design practice. Student involvement ensures that recovery planning incorporates contemporary best practices in sustainable design, community engagement, while building capacity for future community development projects. This educational dimension creates lasting benefits that extend beyond immediate fire recovery needs. Collaborative projects between established professionals and emerging designers create mentorship opportunities while bringing innovative approaches to traditional rebuilding challenges. These intergenerational partnerships strengthen both immediate recovery efforts and long-term community development capacity. Community-centered design prioritizes resident input. The concept of citizen architects emphasizes resident participation in design processes that affect their neighborhoods and daily lives. This approach recognizes that community members possess essential knowledge about local needs, preferences, and cultural considerations that inform effective design solutions. Participatory processes create opportunities for residents to influence rebuilding outcomes while building stronger connections between neighbors and design professionals. These collaborative relationships support more democratic development approaches that reflect community priorities and values. Historical significance motivates preservation efforts. Aldina's legacy as a community with strong Black home ownership traditions adds urgency to recovery efforts that protect accumulated generational wealth. The threat of losing this economic foundation motivates both professional coalition members and residents to pursue rebuilding approaches that maintain community stability. Historical preservation efforts extend beyond individual property restoration to encompass broader neighborhood characteristics that have support multi-generational families and community institutions. This comprehensive approach recognizes that effective recovery must address both fiscal and social infrastructure needs. The coalition's work connects immediate disaster recovery with long-term community development goals that support continued Black home ownership and economic stability. This perspective ensures that rebuilding efforts contribute to community strength rather than inadvertent displacement through rising costs or change of character. Model for inclusive disaster recovery emerges. The Aldina Rebuild Coalition demonstrates how professional expertise can serve community-led resident-led recovery efforts that prioritize equity and resident empowerment. This mall offers lessons for other communities facing similar challenges from natural disasters or economic displacement pressures. Successful community-centered recovery requires sustained collaboration between residents, design professionals, and support of institutions that can provide resources without imposing external agendas. Coalition's approach balances professional expertise with community wisdom to create more effective and culturally appropriate solutions. The initiative's emphasis on preventing predatory development while supporting resident control rebuilding establishes precedents for disaster recovery that strengthens rather than displaces existing communities. These principles offer valuable guidance for similar efforts in other locations facing comparable challenges. Well, first of all, shout out to that coalition. I remember asking Thor Watson one time, as journalists, as cultural commentators, we know how to go into a town that's not our own and cover something that's happening. We know how to be in the middle of it all, and we know how to end the story. But the one thing that I've always questioned is, how do we keep supporting not just the place where it happened, not just the people, but how do we keep moving along the momentum of why the story is important? I want to bring something up for you guys because we did talk about this on Virtual Tour Live, if I'm not mistaken. Hello to the 3 people watching. Much love to you all. I gotta get because child, I've done so many lives. It's quite ridiculous of how many lives we've done, but there is one in particular. Yep, right here. I did this a month ago. Y'all remember when we talked about Dr. Velma Traham, right? I'm gonna bring her up. I'm gonna bring her up real quick. Right here. Entrepreneur launches first Black-owned housing manufacturer that can produce up to 100 homes per day. So her company is called Home Access America, a new modular housing manufacturer that is the first Black-owned company in the United States capable of producing up to 100 homes per day. Home Access America is introducing 4 in-stock models, offers sustainable, affordable homes starting at $45,000 for a 3-bedroom unit. Using its proprietary building system. 5 to 10 non-skilled workers can assemble a 1,500 square foot home in less than a week. Homes are built in days, not months, and are designed to be fireproof, hurricane resistant, waterproof, and resistant to rot and mold, delivering both speed and long-term durability without sacrificing quality. So I remember doing this story here. I think that this would be a great resource for the residents of California. Like I said before, a lot of times, just because it hasn't happened to us doesn't mean it cannot happen to us, right? So here is, as I pull up the website here. So here it is here, right? So they have the starter Haven 2-story for $79,000. They have the family Haven 2-story for $99,000. They have the Bright modular luxury villa, open and bright, 4 bedrooms for $160,000, and the expand 40 3-bedroom container home for $45,000. So they need 9,000 homes, right? So 100 times 9, that's 900 homes, right? So let's just say that you got 100 of these, right? So 100, so $45,000 times 100, that's $4.5 million, right? You times that by 9, that's $40,500,000. If they reached out to them and a celebrity wanted to do that, they build 100 homes in a day. I'm just saying. Times So they build 100 homes in one day. So you times that by 9 days, 100 homes a day. That's 900 homes. So let's see here. No, we need. So basically, if they took 100 of these homes, right, in 3 months, because that's 90 days, they would have 9,000 homes from this company right here. So shout out to them. I hope that everything works out for them. And like I said, the sister that did this is this sister right here, Dr. Velma Traham, launched Home Access America. And this is her company right here. So if you are looking for a tiny home, because I know that there are a lot of people that like tiny homes and stuff like that, we'll drop the link in the chat, and hopefully that'll help them out in California. So let's see if I can pull up their website here so we can give them some love here. So here is the Aldina Coalition right here. The Aldina Coalition is a place our mural and building at 409 East Woodbury stands proudly at the edge of devastation as reminders of Aldina's resilience, beauty, and unity. A resource. We host events and workshops to support one another and learn from experts in rebuilding, insurance, and other aspects of recovery from fire. A community stuck to cramped quarters, wanting a place to work, or needing some conversation and company. The 409 offers walk-in hours for all Aldinians. So right here, happening at the 409, so there was a interim housing symposium on April 2nd. If you missed it, you can read the 5 takeaways right here. 5 most important takeaways, rather, and view the reporting below for the full discussion. And then you can contact them here. Stay informed to get on our mailing list. Just email info@thealdina.org with subject subscribe to stop. Reply to any message with subject unsubscribe. We'll send you updates focused exclusively on recovery and building. We do not share or sell our list. To volunteer your expertise or time, please email info@thealdina.org and tell us how you would like to get involved. We are all volunteers as well, so be patient as we work through the inquiries and proposals we receive every week. To reserve workspace or to rent an area for your event, please contact Samir Arkel at 310-498-1899. That's 310-498-1899. That's 310-498-1899. For media requests, contact Carl Marzani at marzaniic@gmail.com, or you can call 213-219-6347. That's 213-219-6347. That's 213-219-6347. The coalition is open for walk-ins on Wednesdays and Fridays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. You may be asked to verify your status as a current or displaced Aldina resident there. So just want to showcase that website there, and I will also drop the website in the live chat as well. All right, y'all, we do have more Virtual Tour Live, Brain Lee's Virtual Tour Live, that is coming up right from this space right here and right now. Once again, shout out to rollingout.com, celebrating 25 years, on to the next 25. Yeah, I know. Here we go. Let's get it in. What new COVID variant means for United States health officials. Strain linked to surging infections in China and Asia detected among international travelers. Okay. Health authorities have confirmed the presence of a new COVID-19 variant in the United States, marking the latest development in the ongoing evolution of the coronavirus pandemic. The strain designated NB.1.8.1. I'll say that 2 more times. NB.1.8.1 NB 8.1.8.1 has been detected at multiple international airports across the country following its emergence in China and sequential spread throughout parts of Asia. Let's do that there. Okay. Let's wait a minute. Okay. The variant's arrival coincides with significant increases in COVID-19 cases and hospitalizations in several Asian countries, raising concerns about potential transmission patterns and the strain's characteristics. Detection efforts at U.S. entry points have identified the variant among travelers from multiple countries, indicating its widespread geographic distribution. Airport surveillance reveals international spread patterns. U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention data shows that travelers from several Asian nations have tested positive for the NB181 variant upon arrival at American airports. The affected travelers originating from China, Japan, Vietnam, South Korea, Taiwan, and Thailand, demonstrating the strain's prevalence across multiple Asian countries. European travelers have also carried the variant to U.S. shores. Positive cases detected among arrivals from France, the Netherlands, and Spain. This broader geographic distribution suggests that NB181 has achieved significant international circulation, but not beyond its initial Asian emergence. Airport screening programs conducted voluntary nasal swabs for international travelers between April 22nd and May 12th, providing the data that revealed the variant's presence. These surveillance efforts represent ongoing monitoring systems designed to track emerging coronavirus strains and their movement across international borders. Evidence points to domestic transmission within America. Beyond detection at entry points, health officials have identified evidence indicating that NB181 is now spreading locally within the United States. Domestic cases dating back to late March suggest that community transmission may have been occurring for several weeks before airport surveillance confirmed the variant's presence. The timeline of domestic cases indicates that the variant may have entered the country earlier than initially detected through airport screening programs. This gap between actual arrival and detection highlights the challenges of tracking rapidly evolving coronavirus strains through international travel networks. Local transmission patterns suggest that the variant has moved beyond isolated cases among international travelers to establish broader community spread. This development represents a typical progression for new coronavirus variants as they adapt to new geographic environments and populations. Asian countries experience dramatic infection surges. China has reported substantial increases in severe COVID-19 cases, with the number of critically ill respiratory patients nearly doubling over the past month. The proportion of emergency department patients testing positive for coronavirus has similarly increased, indicating widespread community transmission of the new variant. Hospital admission data from China shows that the NB181 variant may be contributing to more severe illness presentations through definitive casual relationships remain under investigation, or casual. I think that's casual. Relationships remain under investigation. The timing of the variant's emergence and the surge in serious cases suggests a potential connection that health authorities continue to monitor. Taiwan has experienced a 78% increase. A 78% increase in COVID-19 hospital admissions, reflecting similar patterns observed across multiple Asian countries affected by the new variant. This regional surge demonstrates the strain's ability to generate significant healthcare impacts across different healthcare systems and populations. Hong Kong implements renewed public health measures. Hong Kong authorities report that COVID-19 infection rates have reached the highest levels observed in at least 1 year following what officials described as significant increase in hospitalizations. The territory's experience illustrates how quickly the new variant can overwhelm healthcare capacity and disrupt public health equilibrium. and disrupt the public health equilibrium. That's just, I feel like it should be read. Citizens in Hong Kong are receiving renewed guidance to wear face masks in crowded areas, marking a return to preventive measures that have been relaxed during periods of lower transmission. This policy reversal demonstrates how emerging variants can necessitate rapid adjustments to public health strategies. The Hong Kong situation provides a view of potential challenges that other countries may face as the NB181 variant continues to spread internationally. The territory's presence with previous coronavirus waves offers valuable insights into effective response measures and healthcare system preparation. World Health Organization assessed variant characteristics. The World Health Organization, or the WHO, has issued preliminary assessments indicating that the NB181 does not appear to cause more dangerous illness than previous coronavirus strains. However, the organization notes that the variant may demonstrate increased transmissibility, potentially leading to more rapid infection spread. Enhanced transmissibility could result in larger case numbers, even if individual infections remain similar in severity due to earlier variants. This characteristic pattern has been observed by previous coronavirus mutations that achieve widespread circulation through improved transmission efficiency rather than increased pathogenicity. The World Health Organization monitoring continues as more data becomes available from affected countries and regions. The organization's assessment methodology considers both clinical outcomes and epidemiological patterns to provide comprehensive variant characterizations for public health planning purposes. Ah, my Lord, give me a moment, y'all. Give me a moment. Need. Y'all know how we are as a people. We gotta have our facts. Well, some people care about facts more than others, but that's neither here nor there. So we'll talk about it. Okay. It's also in India. The new variant's also in India. Okay. All right, let's roll on, y'all. Here we go. Yes. U.S. response remains limited despite detection. Okay. Despite confirmation of the variant's presence and evidence of domestic transmission, U.S. health authorities have not implemented new response measures specifically targeting NB181. This approach reflects current pandemic management strategies that focus on existing surveillance and treatment protocols rather than variant-specific interventions. COVID-19 testing rates have actually decreased by 12% according to the most recent available data, suggesting reduced public health surveillance capacity at a time when new variant monitoring becomes increasingly important. This trend raises questions about detection capabilities for emerging strains and their transmission patterns. The absence of enhanced response measures indicate that health officials may be treating NB181 as manageable within existing health care frameworks. However, the experiences of affected Asian countries suggest the monitoring and preparation may need to intensify as community transmission expands. International travel patterns facilitate variant circulation. The detection of NB181 among travelers from 9 different countries demonstrates how international mobility continues to serve as a primary mechanism for coronavirus variant dispersal. Modern travel networks enable rapid geographic spread of emerging strains across continents and healthcare systems. Airport screening programs provide valuable early warning systems for variant detection, but may capture only a fraction of actual introductions due to voluntary participation and limited testing windows. So voluntary means you don't have to. So basically, somebody doesn't want to, they might be carrying this new strain. Yeah. And limited testing windows, the gap between variant arrival and detection suggests that many cases likely enter countries without immediate identification. The global nature of NB181 spread indicates that coordinated international response efforts may be necessary to effectively monitor and manage emerging coronavirus variants. Individual country responses may prove insufficient to address variants that achieve rapid international circulation through travel networks. Healthcare systems prepare for potential surge impacts. The experiences of China, Taiwan, and Hong Kong provide important indicators of potential healthcare impacts as NB181 continues spreading to new regions. Hospital admission increases and emergency department surge patterns offer planning insights for healthcare systems that have not yet experienced significant variant-related increases. Preparation strategies may need to account for variants' apparent ability to generate rapid case increases and corresponding healthcare demand. The Asian experience suggests that even variants with similar severity profiles can create substantial healthcare challenges through increased transmission rates and case volumes. Healthcare plan considerations include surge capacity, staffing requirements, and resource allocation strategies that can accommodate potentially rapid increases in COVID-19 cases. The variants characteristics suggest that preparation efforts should focus on volume management rather than enhanced severity protocols. So, my Lord Jesus. Hey, Shay P, good to see you, my friend. By the way, y'all go buy Fire Hair by Shay P. Please do. I will pull that up here in just a little bit. Good to see you, my friend. So, for anybody that may say, Braylon, are you freaking out? I'm like, no, I'm not. But then again, I'm human. Yeah, COVID was never going to go away. That's all. Can we all be in agreement with that? But here it is here with how many results there are on Google right here. There we go. About 13,500,000 results in about 30 seconds. So let's look at everybody who's reporting on this, because y'all know how people are. CBS News has reported on this. The Conversation, Sid Rap right there. Cosmopolitan has talked about, USA Today has talked about, Fortune has talked about, The Independent has talked about, Times of India has talked about, NDTV has talked about, Baller Alert has talked about it, Daily Mail has talked about it. It has also hit Australia now, and now it's circulating in California. Speaking of Cali, let's go to this video right here. Here we go.
Scientists at Stanford have detected a new COVID variant that experts say is already evident in wastewater samples in California. And this comes as vaccine access could be changing. I'm Ahmed Dates.
And I'm Dan Ashley. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. ABC 7 News reporter Leslie Brinkley looks into what we can expect going into the summer and then the fall.
COVID-19 is still evolving, and scientists are keeping close tabs on NB.1.8.1, a substrain detected in China last month, and now it's circulating in the Bay Area.
It has been reported in Europe, and it's been reported here in the U.S. We've seen it here in our wastewater. We've seen it here in California in wastewater. So it's around.
Experts at the University of California at Berkeley say the good news is this strain does not appear to be more virulent, but it does look to be more contagious.
It appears to be able to attach to the receptor sites on our cells more avidly, with greater ability, which may mean that it's more transmissible, which would not be good news.
COVID numbers have been low in 2025 so far, but that could change in the coming months.
Come the fall and next winter, respiratory season, if you will, we will see a resurgence, more people getting infected with the circulating variant, more people hospitalized, and more people dying.
That could be factored into decisions about an upcoming COVID booster, even as vaccine access is being restricted, with the Health and Human Services Secretary now removing the vaccine from the CDC's immunization schedule for pregnant women and healthy children.
We know that if you're vaccinated during pregnancy, those antibodies that mom develops pass through to the baby and protect the infants and the very young children up to about 6 months of age from COVID. So all of this protection is being lost by this decision.
I personally am going to get a booster. I recommend my friends and family get the booster.
I'm Leslie Brinkley, ABC 7 News.
Thank you.
9 out of 10 people won't answer an unknown caller, but with Informed branded calling from...
Thank you so much. All right, that's all. Interesting. Like I said, thank you, ABC 7 News there in the Bay Area in San Francisco. Like I said, this is not to freak anybody out, okay? But just wanted you guys to know about this because, the world is a little bit bigger than reality TV. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh, my Lord Jesus. So like I said, people can focus on what they want to focus on, but just, at least y'all know. So, and like I always say, a lot happens early on our channel over here. Let's see here. Trying to find it. Like I said, there is a CDC spokesperson saying that they are in contact. Oh, by the way, Robert Kennedy Jr., the dumb fuck who's now in charge of health, he said nobody should be listening to him. So don't listen to him. Okay, that's probably the first honest thing that has ever been said out of that administration. And that administration is a piece of shit. Okay, just yeah, because Tuesday, Robert Kennedy Jr. made the announcement that the CDC will no longer recommend COVID vaccines for healthy children and pregnant women. When pregnant women can have complications, and just because a child is healthy doesn't mean they can't get sick. But this is the dumb fuck everybody else voted for. Y'all happy with yourselves? No, seriously. I mean, how do you feel? Really? How do you feel that we have a dumb fuck for president? And it was your fault for voting. How do you feel? You feel good about it? Sincerely, you gonna go out to Cold Stone and get some ice cream and celebrate today? You gonna go to the movie theater and watch some movies to just relax your mind? You made a good damn decision. Child, I can't. Oh my Lord Jesus, child, I cannot. Trying to find the official statement from CDC, but it looks like the spokesperson is just saying it in, statement to all the. Oh, hang on, wait, this is it. COVID-19 home. Why don't you have a press release? Either way, y'all see it. I just wanted to make sure that you guys legit knew that I was not making up this story, okay? Because y'all know the AI channels are out here. Here he is from CBS News right here. So just wanted y'all to see that. All right, y'all. So with that being said, yeah, I know. We just went from greatness in Aldina, California. Now we're talking about COVID. I know. But here's another thing that's happening in the news. GameStop announces purchase of Bitcoin. GameStop? Can I ask you something? What the fuck does Bitcoin have to do with video games? And this was the press release. This is it. This is from Business Wire, a Berkshire Hathaway company. This company puts out press releases. This is all the press release says. GameStop Corp today announced that it has purchased 4,710 Bitcoin. That's it. No statement from the CEO, nothing. This is all the press release. Now, apparently there was a short squeeze, right, about GameStop that happened in January 2021, a short squeeze of the stock of the American video game retail GameStop and other securities to place costs and financial consequences for certain hedge funds and losses for short sellers, right? Approximately 140% of GameStop public float has been sold short. The rush to buy shares to cover those positions as the price rose caused it to go further. The short squeeze was initially primarily triggered by users of the subreddit r Wall Street Bets, an internet forum on the social news website Reddit, although a number of hedge funds also participated. At its height on January 20th, the short squeeze caused the resale stock price to reach a pre-market value of over $500 per share, US $500 per share, $125 split adjusted, nearly 30 times the $17.25 valuation at the beginning of the month. So the price of many other heavily short securities and cryptocurrencies also increased. On January 28th, some brokerages, particularly app-based brokerages, services such as Robinhood, halted the buying of GameStop securities, citing the next day their inability to post sufficient collateral at clearinghouses to execute their clients' orders. So basically, because of this short squeeze, right? I mean, the value went down. Everybody was trying to buy it. It just went in disarray. It's just like, y'all can't do GameStop gaming lounges, really? I literally just talked about Uno Social Clubs becoming the new family entertainment center for Mattel. And y'all can't come up with the GameStop arcade, really? And you can have, all you can eat pizza and stuff. But this is what you're doing. You're buying Bitcoin. Okay, child. Y'all see all that. It is what it is.
Oh, go ahead. Is the White House concerned about the stock market activity we're seeing around GameStop, and now with some other stocks as well, including the subsidiary or whatever, the company that was Blockbuster? And have there been any conversations with the SEC about how to proceed?
Well, I'm also happy to repeat that we have the first female Treasury Secretary and a team that's surrounding her, and often questions about market we'll send to them. But our team is, of course, our economic team, including Secretary Yellen and others, are monitoring the situation. It's a good reminder, though, that the stock market isn't the only measure of the health of our economy. It doesn't reflect how working and middle-class families are doing. As you all know from covering this, we're in the midst of a K-shaped recovery. America's workers are struggling to make ends meet, which is why the president has introduced this urgent package to get immediate relief to families. All right, I'm going to...
Because there was a documentary about this. Here we go from Netflix. Here we go.
The pandemic hit, all these people were all of a sudden interested in making money in the stock market.
I had no idea how to buy and sell. That's how I discovered Wall Street Bets.
There's like this crazy group of people who saw people losing tons of money and making tons of money.
They love the game. I don't even know the last job I had.
I kept seeing posts about GameStop.
GameStop. I thought it was a dying brick and mortar store.
You know, these hedge funds were planning on this thing to go bankrupt, and all of a sudden it's not.
GameStop just went nuclear. What just happened?
Elon tweets out,
He's the big daddy, you know?
That's when it started becoming really fun for us.
the sentiment was one of revenge, robbing from the rich and giving to the poor.
They had big swagger. There's a new sheriff in town. The market broke and we're the new market.
The losses for short sellers were in the tens of billions of dollars.
On Robinhood was going to put another like $5 or $6 grand in. And I was like, wait a minute, where's the buy button?
Everybody started freaking out.
Felt like a scam, right?
We immediately began speculating that there was a shady deal being made.
There's something bigger here. Let's find out what's really going on here.
The playing field is so unlevel.
The house always wins if you're unprepared. And they're playing against the house. I mean, what is their mission? What are they determined to do? Change the face of capitalism?
YOLO, let's destroy the economy.
Yeah, so all that happened. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. You are a video game retailer. Make decisions that make sense. I can't. I can't do it. I can't do it. Speaking of things I can't do, this right here. From CNBC.com, Ford recalls nearly 1.1 million vehicles over rear view camera software issue. I'm going to say that 2 more times. Ford recalls nearly 1.1 million vehicles over rear view camera software issue. Ford recalls nearly 1.1 million vehicles over rear view camera software issue. So if you have a Ford vehicle, you need to be paying attention to this destination we're about to head to. Ford Motor Company is recalling nearly 1.1 million vehicles in the United States because rear view cameras may not display images due to a software issue, increasing the risk of a crash. The recall covers some 2021 through 2024 model year Bronco, F-150, Edge, and 2023, 2024 Escape, Corsair, F-250, F-350, F-450, F-550, and F-600 vehicles, the automaker said Wednesday in a filing with the National Highway Safety Administration. So I will put that in the chat. So if you know anybody with those vehicles, let them know about this recall, that their camera may not be working. Of course it cut off, but those are the vehicles that are under the recall there for the faulty backup camera issue there. The recall also impacts 2022 to 2024 Expedition, 2022 to 2025 Transit, 2021 to 2023 Mach-E. I think that's the electric Mustang, if I'm not mistaken. Lincoln Nautilus, 2024 Ranger, Mustang, and the 2022 to 2024 Lincoln Navigator. So I will put that also in the chat. So if you know anybody with those vehicles, let them know what's going on. So there you go. So these vehicles here, and then these vehicles here, right here, these vehicles right here are under that recall. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration said that software may issue let me flip the reverse and rewind it back. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration said the software issue may cause the rear view camera image to delay, freeze, or not display. So you know how when you put your vehicle in reverse, it may be on a delay. So like right now, I'm live on YouTube, right? But when you go to the YouTube live stream, it's on a 10-second delay. So it's on that type of delay. Or sometimes how StreamYard will freeze up, right? Or it may just even do this. And you're trying to see what's going on and it will not display at all. So Ford said it is aware of one allegation of a minor crash resulting in property damage tied to the issue. In January, the National Highway Traffic Safety Association contacted Ford regarding allegations of more than 36 rear view camera complaints on 2021 to 2023 Ford F-150 vehicles. In April, a Ford engineering team was able to reproduce the failure mode within a vehicle and link the casual factors to specific software variants. Dealers are expected to upgrade vehicle software through an over-the-air update. Well, we all remember what happened with CrowdStrike, right? Because CrowdStrike got hacked. So hopefully the over-the-air update does not get hacked into. The software is called for the car's dashboard, helping its infotainment system to control apps, display maps, among others. Now, I don't know if it's still called Sync by Microsoft, but that was the last infotainment system that they had. Letters notifying owners of the safety risk are expected to be mailed by June 16th. So that would be in how many days? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So you guys going to be getting that letter in 19 days. A lot can happen in 19 days, okay? Just saying. The second letter will be sent once the remedy is available later this year. So you mean to tell me that people gotta wait 20 days, right, for a letter about a faulty rear view camera, that camera not showing up could end their life, right? And then you're going to send a second letter out once the remedy is available later this year. So what are they supposed to do? I mean, of course, that's when you know how to reverse and use your, faculties and stuff, but what? So everybody's got to be at fault because Ford, dropped the ball, allegedly. Ford in April issued 2 other recalls in the United States for rear view camera issues, covering about 289,000 vehicles in total. For both recalls, the automaker replaced rear view cameras. In November, the National Highway Traffic Safety Association administration said Ford had agreed to pay a $165 million civil penalty after an agency investigation found the automaker failed to recall vehicles with defective rear view cameras in a timely manner. So y'all already had to pay $165 million in a civil penalty, but yet a second letter is going to be sent out once the remedy is available later this year. We're in May. May ends this Saturday. March starts June starts next week. You see how tired I am, ladies and gentlemen? My brain is still waking up. By the way, 6 minutes after 12 o'clock here. Glad to have all of you here. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration in August of 2021 opened an investigation after Ford in 2020 recalled about 620,000 vehicles for a rear camera issue to determine whether the car maker had made the recall in a timely fashion. Ford expanded that recall in 2022 and in March, adding about 24,000 vehicles. So there you go. So if you have these vehicles right here, the 2021 through 2024 model year Bronco, F-150 Edge, and 2023-2024 Escape, Corsair, F-250, F-350, F-450, F-550, and F-600 vehicles. If you have any of those, your vehicle's under a recall because your rear view camera image may delay, freeze, or not display. Also, the recall covers and impacts 2022 to 2024 Expedition, that's Ford Expedition, 2022 to 2025 Ford Transit, 2021 to 2023 Mach-E, I believe that is the electric Mustang from Ford, the Lincoln Nautilus, 2024 Ranger from Ford, Mustang, and the 2022 to 2024 Lincoln Navigator. So Ford will fix the cameras. There's been a history of Ford and rear camera issues. And like I said, you guys will be getting a letter on June 16th, so you got to wait 20 days. But the article is in the description box below, so send that out to anyone and everyone that has those vehicles. And also a second letter will be sent once the remedy is available later this year. And it's going to be an over-the-air update. Yeah, I know. So let me get Fi Hair by Shay P up here real quick, and then we'll take a commercial break. Because y'all know we support our own over here. Yes, we do. Let's load up from here. Tech is teching. Here is Shay P right there. Founded in 2019, Hotlanta, the Black Mecca, Fi Hair realized there was a large number of hair vendors and yet still a large number of women wearing low-quality hair extensions. We wanted to start a hair company that would provide superior quality, long-lasting human hair extensions. With that, we set out to determine to make a change. Rather, our goal is to always provide superior quality, long-lasting human hair extensions at an affordable price. We recognize that some women feel more confident with fuller hair expressed in different variations of styles and colors. Vi Hair is committed to continued growth and is establishing a globally recognized brand founded with the purpose of promoting strength, health, passion, and fulfillment. Our line touches women around the world. So this is Vi Hair by Shay P. Let's go to the shop. And like I said, I don't mind promoting good people. So here are all her products here. And don't worry, I'm going to read off each one of them. Y'all don't worry. Here we go. So we got the 613 body blonde body wave tape-ins for $85. 613 blonde color straight hair tape for $85. Tape-ins for $85. 613 body wave 4x4, 5x5, 13x4 HD transparent frontal enclosure for $90. 613 body wave version human hair for $95 there. 613 deep wave 4x4, 5x5, 13x4 HD transparent frontal enclosure for $90. 613 deep wave tape-ins for $85. 613 deep wave version human hair for $95. 613 wave body wave rounder for $336 there. 613 straight 4x4, 5x5, 13x4 HD frontal enclosure for $90. 613 straight version human hair for $95. Body wave tape-ins for $70. Let me see here. Burness curl tape-ins for $85 there for that one. Right here, Bernice Curly HD Transparent Frontal and Lace Closure 4x4, 5x5, 13x4, 13x6 for $60. Bernice Steam Curl for $100. Bernice Wavy Angie HD Transparent Lace 20, 200, and 300 for $248 there. Cambodian Deep Wave for $118 there. Cambodian Wavy for $115. Edge Wraps for $5 there. Indian Curly for $180. Indian Curly 13x4 transparent lace frontal for $190. Indian Curly 5x5 transparent lace closure for $111. Indian Straight for $145. Indian Straight Dolores for $150. Indian Straight 13x4 transparent lace frontal for $140. Indian Straight 5x5 transparent lace closure for $70. Indian Wavy for $270. Indian Wavy 13x4 transparent lace frontal for $140. Indian Wavy 5x5 transparent lace closure for $86. Kinky Curl clip-ins for $91. Loose Deep Wave Lori for $315. Mink Body Wave for $80. Mink Body Wave Helen for $305. Mink Body Wave clip-ins for $91. Mink Body Wave HD transparent lace frontal closure 4x4, 5x5, 13x4, 13x6 $72. Mink Body Wave for $8. Mink Body Wave India. I think I pronounced that right. $295 there. Mink Deep Wave clip-ins for $91. Deep Wave HD transparent lace frontal closure 4x4, 5x5, 13x4, 13x6 for $90. This one here, Mink Indian Straight HD transparent frontal lace closure 4x4, 5x5, 13x4, 13x6, $70. Mink Kinky Curl for $90 there. Mink Kinky Straight HD transparent lace frontal closures 4x4, 5x5, 13x4, 13x6 for $60. Mink Loose Curl for $93 there. Mink Loose Deep Wave for $93. Mink Straight for $75. Mink Straight Chica for $305. Mink Straight Hair Clip-ins for $91. Mink Water Wave, $90 there. Mink Water Wave Clip-ins for $91 there. Page 2. Natural Kinky Straight for $90. Peruvian Body Wave $95. Does this woman come with the hair? I'm just asking. No. No, okay, never mind. I'll just roll on then. Raw Indian girl for $99. I like what the fuck I like, damn it. Rolling on raw Indian curly Tamira and transparent 200, 300 density from $384 there. Raw mink Indian curly HD transparent lace frontal enclosure 4x4, 5x5, 6x6, 13x4, 13x6 for $60. Satin bonnets for $5. Vietnamese wavy for $110. Vietnamese wavy HD transparent lace closure frontal 4x4, 5x5, 13x4, 13x6 for $60. And then a virgin straight hair tapings for $83. So I will drop the link to Fire Hair by Shay P. Please go support this beautiful sister. And you know, like I said, it doesn't hurt to be kind to people unless kindness is not in you. You know what I mean? Just keeping it a buck. Anybody can talk about their purpose. It takes somebody to be about it. And you know, listen, at the beginning and end of the day, you can't be where you don't compare. Like I said, on Tea Talk with Your Girls page, some of y'all will have a mental stroke trying to replicate this format. You would. Because it has to be authentic. You know what I mean? So we're going to take a little commercial break. And when we come back, we have Southwest Airlines, Kelly Clarkson. Look at all those gorgeous black sisters right there. We got Southwest Airlines, Kelly Clarkson, a naval ship that hit the Brooklyn Bridge. We'll talk about that. Bryan Cranston, and a whole lot more. We are live on tour. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll be back right after this.
Here you leave today and enter a world of
world of princesses. A world of villains. And heroes.
Raise your sabers.
Other worlds.
A world of all the favorites.
A world of throwbacks.
A world of
for whatever you love. Infinite worlds await.
Where are the girls that like to have fun? Chicas. Where are the girls that like to have fun? Chicas. Where are the girls that like to have fun? Chicas. Where are the girls that like to have fun? Chicas. Where are the girls that like to have fun? I'm a fun girl, very fun girl, see a shot, take a shot, never run girl. I'm a fun girl, very fun girl, see a shot, take a shot, never run girl. H-I-C-A-S, 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 H-I-C-A-S. I'm a fun girl, very fun girl, see a shot, take a shot, never run girl. I'm a fun girl, very fun girl, see a shot, take a shot, never run girl. C-H-I-C-A-S, 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 C-H-I-C-A-S. Where are the girls that like to have fun? Chicas. Where are the girls that like to have fun?
Power 923 Jams and the Arkansas Minority Health Commission encourages you to take the COVID-19 vaccine to help keep you and your loved ones safe. Involved in our community, the People Station, Power 923 Jams. KIPR Pine Bluff, Little Rock, KFOG, Little Rock, a Cumulus Media Station. And now, back to the jams. Hip Hop. Drake.
Girls want girls where I'm from.
J. Howell.
Just 'cause I love you and you love me.
And now, bumping back-to-back continuous music with another fresh new jam. Heard here first on the People Station, Power 923 Jams. Power 9.
Welcome to Universal's Volcano Bay. A new wave of theme park. A new kind of paradise. Here, time doesn't fly. It simply floats by. And when it's your time to ride, you go right to the slide. Yep, paradise works in amazing ways. You're welcome. Volcano Bay. One of 3 amazing theme parks at Universal Orlando Resort.
McDonald's. I'm loving it. McDonald's. I'm loving it.
And there it is. I'm loving you right back. Welcome back into Brian Lee's virtual tour live. A lot going on here. There is a coalition in Alabama, California that is rebuilding after 9,000 homes have been destroyed in that California wildfire that happened in January. Then after that, we talked about a new COVID variant called NB 1.8.1. Okay, so it's a new variant, happened overseas in China. Okay. And also, too, it's in the European countries and Australia, and it is now in California. So please be careful with that, okay? GameStop did a dumbass decision buying Bitcoin instead of investing in e-gaming lounges and making that a franchise, because if you own all the stores, then, you can give the e-gaming lounges the games, and then there you go. Oh, my God, guess what? If you get a season pass to our GameStop e-gaming lounge, you get a discount at GameStop. Idiots. Then after that, we talked about how there is there's a recall on Ford vehicles, in case you do not know. Let's see here. These vehicles right here, and then these vehicles also right here are under recall because of a backup camera issue that basically may cause the rear view camera image to delay, freeze, or not display at all. So you will begin an over-the-air update. Letters notifying owners of safety risk are expected to be mailed by June 16th. That's in 20 days by now. And the second letter will be sent once the remedy is available later this year. So you have to wait later this year for a remedy. Okay. And then, of course, right after that, we talked about my good friend here, Shay P. Phi Hair by Shay P. That's her website there, phihairllc.com. And unfortunately, to all the fellas, one of the hairs that Shay P sells does not come with the BBW model. Sad to say that. I'm sad to say that for all of you because she would have been mine, not y'all's. Unfortunately, I know I don't like breaking bad news like that, but it is what it is. Let's roll on. We got more Brian Lee's virtual tour live coming up right from this space right here and right now. So, if you're traveling with Southwest Airlines, you should know that the 2 free bags are done. Okay, today is your last day to get those 2 free bags, okay? And I am sure that the flights are to the brim with people trying to get those 2 free bags for the last time. So here it is here. So starting tomorrow, introducing $35 fee for the first bag, $45 bag for $45 for the second, right? So here we go. From the Jasmine brand. For the first time in history, Southwest Airlines will begin charging for checked luggage starting Wednesday. Yes, indeed, they're starting Wednesday. Oh, amen. No, today's the last day for that. Because y'all said the 29th, right? So starting Thursday, right? I think Thursday, but listen, I'm reading it as they're saying, okay? So starting for the first time in its history, Southwest Airlines will begin charging for checked luggage starting Wednesday, but really Thursday, because like they said, May 29th. The airline's iconic 2 bags fly free policy will end for most new bookings. If you're in a particular tier, you'll still get the 2 free bags. But for the rest of us, the regular folks, that ends, okay? With a $35 fee for the first bag and $45 for the second bag. The change applies to basic Want to Get Away Plus at anytime fares purchased on or after May 29th. Tickets booked before that date will still include 2 free check bags. Travelers with business select tickets, A-list or A-list preferred status, and those using a Southwest co-branded credit card will continue receiving at least 1 free bag. So not 2 free bags, but 1 bag. The decision falls pressure from activist investor Elliott Investment Management and is a part of a larger shift in Southwest strategy. The airline is also rolling out basic economy fares and will be introducing assigned seating starting in 2026. So basically, Southwest was known for being able to choose your seat at any time, right? So let's see what they're saying. They should have allowed at least 1 free check bag and fee for second bag. I could agree with that. Watching them hit the self-destruct. Wow, I don't understand. Think that this will attract or retain customers. Annalise Keating is out of here. Now, how are you gonna separate yourself from the rest Southwest? Okay, girl, bye. Southwest is trying to line the pockets. Woo, child. In the words of Chit Chat with QT. By the way, shout out to Chit Chat with QT. Love that sister right there. No, God, please, no. From Michael Scott in The Office. Oh, why did they think people were flying with them? That part, hello, I'm a star. Laughing emojis. Estimation this. Then I know as they stop flying a lot of nonstop flight. Delta is, and this is why I drive. Boo-hoo. Never flown Southwest before. Now a good reason to never fly with the Elite Southwest account. Well, that's up to Instagram, not the Jasmine brand. So just for funsies, let's see something here. Southwest Airlines. Now they say they got like the lowest fares, right? So we're gonna do this live just for fun. Okay, so here it is here. So Southwest Airlines, let's just say I wanted to go from Cleveland to Orlando, right? Round trip, right? So let's say 529. So this will be just today. No. Nope, go back. I'm not flying, y'all. We're just doing this for fun. Okay. So let's see here. So today's the 29th of May. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? So let's just say 7 days, right? There to there. 1 passenger. Round trip. Let's do search flights, right? Okay, now of course this is, for what it is, okay? So basic is unavailable. Okay, basic is unavailable. Unavailable. So let's just say that I wanted to get this price right here, right? Actually, no, I want to get there early. Screw that. So here is 7:25 a.m., right? Right here. To 11:50 a.m. That's the lowest fare, the fastest. If I want to get away plus, right? At $449. Okay. Now they said, and I quote, I believe. They said $35 for the first bag and $45 for the second bag. Okay. Let's do some math here. Let's do some math. That's $449. Okay, so we're going to switch here. So $449 plus $35 plus, what do they say? $45 for the same bag. Ladies and gentlemen, that ticket for that round trip is $529. That's not including your hotel room. That's not including your theme park tickets. Southwest, congratulations, you played yourself. I just can't do it. Y'all crazy. Anyway, let's roll on, child, because there is more to come. There is more to come. There is more to come. I'm running these virtual tour live. All right, y'all. So, for those of you who may or may not know, Kelly Clarkson, right, may be leaving her talk show. And she talked about this on her concert tour that, like, hey, I got this talk show and I miss being out here with all of you, right? So she recently said that. This comes to us from Yahoo Entertainment, courtesy of Cinema Blend. A producer on the Kelly Clarkson show has finally spoken out about what's going on behind the scenes, and I am not too bullish. Here we go. Since its debut in 2019, the Kelly Clarkson show has arguably emerged as one of the most popular daytime shows on the air. Clarkson's natural charm. Everything is in the eye of the beholder, child, but let's roll on. Her show's fun segments and more have been cited as highlights of the series. However, there's been speculation regarding the future of the program, as it's been rumored that Clarkson may step away once her contract expires. Now, producers speaking out, and their comments don't inspire much confidence in regard to the future. So for those of you who don't know, the Kelly Clarkson show used to be in Los Angeles, California for years, and she said that she missed her kids and everything else. So she said either we move it to New York or I'm not doing the show at all. So they moved it to 30 Rock, into I think into that studio where Megyn Kelly Today used to be, if I'm not mistaken. So, reports of behind-the-scenes issues began to surface around this past April, at which point insiders claimed Kelly Clarkson was becoming disillusioned with her grueling work schedule. Let me see something. How much does Kelly Clarkson get paid for doing her talk show? So she earns more than $1 million a month. Or to utilize an article here. Let's see here. Yeah, currently earning over $1 million a month. Okay. And then apparently on The Voice, she earns $14 million per season. $14 million. So basically $1 million a month for a grueling work schedule. Okay, let's roll on. At the time, it was also alleged that she wanted to spend an ample amount of time with her 2 kids and was hoping to spend more time with them down south. Well, they got sound stages in Atlanta. You know, Tyler Perry Studios will probably gladly take on the Kelly Clarkson show. Amid the ongoing speculation, producer to DailyMail.com. By the way, this story was from Daily Mail Plus, but you have to pay for it. But thank God we have, other sites to regurgitate the story. And based on their comments, they're feeling uneasy about their job security. Not feeling too stable. She could bolt at any time. Where does that leave me rather? Stress is an understatement. No one likes uncertainty. This feels like it could collapse any minute. As those rumors swirled, around the Esplanade, Ms. Ho, she also missed several tapings throughout March and April for reasons that have not been confirmed. Sources claim that due to her former husband and manager, Brian Blackstock, who she divorced in 2022, supposedly being ill and taking her 2 children to go see him. At the time, the behind them Hazel Eyes performer has been vocal about her demanding schedule. He would talk about it while on stage at Hard Rock Live earlier this month. There's also been rumors in regard to who might replace Kelly Clarkson should she decide to walk away. Former Today host Hoda Kotb, who exited the morning talk show earlier this year after 17 years, has been brought up as a potential successor. The unnamed producer did confirm anything in regard to Kotb, though they did ponder what the veteran journalist could bring to Clarkson's show. Everyone loves Kelly. She's a wonderful person, but maybe Hoda would be a better boss. I know she's universally beloved and respected by her former co-workers. Maybe she would be good. She sure would be a lot more stable than what we would go through. If Kelly's unhappy, then she should do one. We all understand Hoda wants to do it. It could be a win-win for everybody. She has a new business called Joy 101, and she just guest hosted with Jenna Bush Hager on the 4th hour of today. By the way, they have not filled Jenna Bush Hager's co-hosting spot yet. So it's Jenna Bush Hager and friends. There has not been a co-host to join Jenna Bush Hager in the 4th hour today. A hosting change, of course, hasn't been announced, though. Producers' comments have me thinking that there's a bit of tension behind the scenes. It goes without saying that Hoda Kotb does have plenty of experience under her belt when it comes to talk shows and on-camera gigs. It's also worth mentioning that Kotb is set to appear as a guest on the Kelly Clarkson show, with her episode already been taped for page 6. So most of the time, talk shows tape, right? So 10 a.m., 1 p.m., and then they do it in batches, right? So 10 a.m. Monday, 10 a.m. Tuesday, 1 p.m. So I'm trying to think. Monday, 10 a.m. taping. Tuesday, 10 a.m., 1 p.m. taping. Wednesday, 10 a.m. taping. Thursday, 10 a.m., 1 p.m. taping. So they tape them like that, and then they air the episodes weeks in advance, right? So they tape the episodes in that week, and then those episodes go out in the weeks to come. There's no telling whether Kotb or the titular host might clear the air in regard to the rumors swirling around both of them. For now, Kelly Clarkson remains the host of the show and is contracted to remain with NBC until 2026 when the deal expires. Believe me when I say I'll be keeping an eye out for any updates, whether it be negative or positive. In the meantime, you can check your local listings for when the Kelly Clarkson show airs for you amid the 2025 TV schedule. I mean, I would like to make $1 million a month doing a talk show. Absolutely. Listen, if I made $1 million a month doing Brainley's Virtual Tour Live, that's about $12 million a year. I wouldn't mind that. You know what I mean? But that's me, though. That's me. That is me. Let's see. Someone please tell her employees that they are at will just like everyone else. Kelly doesn't owe you a living. It's a big industry. There'll be other opportunities. We all live with uncertainty and our boss's whim. If her schedule is too grueling for her, she has a right to self-terminate. I could be way off the mark, but it seems like she may want to get back out on the road and maybe do residency somewhere which will allow for more time for kids. Seems like a lot of extracurricular activities have taken their toll on her. She can't juggle all this stuff to her liking. I don't think Hoda will replace Kelly. Did Hoda leave her morning show so that she can spend more time with her family? Kelly will do whatever is in her best interest. Her family comes first. She has earned enough money to take a break from working. Yeah, she has. I mean, she's known for American Idol. So there you go. All right, y'all. More Brainley's Virtual Live coming up right from the space right here, right now. Prayers up. Navy ship collision at Brooklyn Bridge kills 2 people and leaves several others injured. Yeah. So this is the ship that hit the Brooklyn Bridge here. This comes to us from the Shade Room. A Mexican Navy trading ship crashed into the Brooklyn Bridge in New York on Saturday night. Fox News reports that video circulated on social media showing the Navy ship's mast striking the bridge. The incident, okay, don't know what that was. The incident later sparked officials to launch a search and rescue ship. Here's what we know about the passengers on the Navy ship. On Saturday, May 17th, the 150-foot tall Mexican Navy ship crashed into the Brooklyn Bridge during a Goodwill tour around 8:30 p.m. According to NBC New York, the ship, the Kakua Hetemok, had docked at the South Street Seaport earlier in the week, offering public tours before reportedly heading to Iceland. The collision snapped the ship's 3 towering masts on impact and reportedly sent crew members dangling reportedly sent crew members dangling in the air. Oh my God! Per ABC New York, ABC 7 News New York, the Mexican Navy issued a statement updating the injury count to 22 crew members, with 11 in critical condition and 9 stable. Furthermore, 2 people passed away from their injuries on Saturday night. New York Mayor Eric Adams confirmed on X, formerly Twitter. Just read that because it's in the article, that the Navy ship had 277 people on board. Right here, so there is the ship there. And there's the mast, my lord. Right here, Mexican Navy training ship carries 277 passengers, crashed into Brooklyn Bridge. After the collision occurred, CNN says the ship's captain told investigators he lost steering after the rudder failed and the river's current pulled the vessel into the bridge. They had some sort of mechanical issue. They lost power, so without being able to use the rudder, they could not steer. Early on Sunday morning, Mayor Adams returned to X, offered prayers for those injured in the crash and thanking first responders for the quick action. He also confirmed that the Brooklyn Bridge did not sustain any damage from the incident. We're praying for everyone on board and their families, and are grateful to our first responders who quickly jumped into action, ensuring this accident wasn't much worse. Following our preliminary inspection, we can confirm that the bridge sustained no damages, now open to the public, Mayor Adams wrote. So there is Mayor Adams there with first responders. Some more first responders there. And there is the ship. Then there's the full picture of the ship there. Social media reacts after news broke about the Navy ship crash. Social media users flooded the Shade Room's comment section with condolences. See some of their reactions below. Instagram user Sandy Cheeks died 2012. I'm just so happy the bridge did collapse. This would have been a huge tragedy. Praying hands, rip crying emoji. Instagram user Real Estate Gal, double praying hands emojis. God bless the passengers and crew above the ship. Just a sad situation all the way around. While Instagram user I am _Brand Marie wrote, something ain't right about this SMH. Rest in peace to those who lost their lives. Praying hands emoji. The Instagram user K Good 1218 wrote, what's going on with these ships and bridges? This is sad and also scary. That part. Another Instagram user, Hagen Benson, wrote, it's sad that 2 people lost their lives. It really did look that bad, but clearly pieces of debris fell. Terrible. Crying eye emoji. Instagram user Helen _Santana _Holmes wrote, so tragic, may they rest in peace. Praying hands emoji. While Instagram user the Playboy Barbie wrote, something ain't right. These things that have been moving smoothly for forever, we don't hear about. Ollie are having all types of different discrepancies every week, damn near. And then finally, Instagram user mi.va_ says, this is heartbreaking, crying emoji. Prayers up to everybody in that Brooklyn crash. And I agree. I mean, planes falling out the sky, trains being on fire, helicopters. I would just say this. None of this happened under President Biden. We can all agree with that. Rolling on, okay? Now, finally, Bryan Cranston, the legendary actor and good person and all around, just top tier of a person who's always about the craft of giving the audience something good, right? So this was from What's Happening with Chris Ross. This was on CNN Plus. Here we go.
Make America Great Again. My comment is, do you accept that could possibly be construed as a racist remark? And most people, a lot of people go, how could that be racist? Make America great again? I said, so just ask yourself from an African-American experience, when was it ever great in America for the African-American? When was it great? So if you're making it great again, it's not including them. Make America great again.
Woo! Child, when you utilize your white privilege to say what needs to be said of what we've been trying to say, Bryan Cranston, well done to you, good sir. Just ask yourself from an African-American experience, when was it ever great in America? Cranston said in a resurfaced interview. His remarks challenged the nostalgia invoked by the slogan popularized by 47, suggesting it overlooks systematic racism and the historical struggles of Black Americans. Cranston, best known for his roles in Breaking Bad and Malcolm in the Middle, which there's a revival happening now. I think it's on Disney Plus. Has been vocal about social justice and political issues in recent years. His comments are drawing both praise and criticism online. It's only drawing criticism from his fucking damn supporters, the president's supporters, that is, and the racists that are out there. That's the only criticism that's happening. I would say probably more praise than criticism is happening, with supporters applauding his willingness to confront uncomfortable truths and detractors accusing him of politicizing patriotism. You know, it's funny. The same people that politicize the patriotism, you probably got Black grandchildren and Black, kids. And your friends got Black people as friends, and you probably got Black people as friends. So, like I said, if what Bryan Cranston is saying ain't true, why are you responding? But since you respond, it must be true to some damn degree. Child, I cannot. So I just wanted to just give the love, respect, and reverence to Bryan Cranston there for sure, y'all. All right, that is our show, y'all. 1 hour, 45 minutes, and 30 seconds. Not too bad there. Of course, as you know, I always have a positive news story. For those of you Survivor fans, season 50 is on the way. Here it is from Variety.com. Survivor 50 cast. Mike White returning to battle Sherry Fields, Ozzy List, and more fan favorites, okay? By the way, you have been able to vote on what you want for season 50 of Survivor. The Survivor season 50 cast has been officially announced. Host and showrunner Jim Probst announced the 24 returning players for CBS Mornings. On Wednesday, revealed the show will premiere on CBS in spring of 2026. Per the press release, the show will push the series into uncharted territories and impact players like never before. Plus, for the first time, the game is being planned by the fans. Earlier this year, fans were able to vote on key elements of the game, including whether there will be idols, whether fire making will remain, and whether the live finale reunion show will return in Los Angeles. During a recent panel for the CBS series, he revealed that he was surprised by fans hoping for no twists in season 50. Maybe there's some of you here today who want a season with no idols, no switches. I'm pretty sure it's going to be more boring than you think, he said at the time. So I'm hoping people will vote to let the players play, that they want idols in the game. But we'll see. It's fun to watch the tallies. We've done a couple. We've all on things already. It's very fun to see. I nervously click on the link they sent me, thinking please be something fun. The series first debuted in 2000 in season 50. And as always, players will compete to win the title Soul Survivor and the $1 million prize. In addition to the 22 photos released, there will also be 2 players who competed in the upcoming season 49. Meet the full cast below. So right here, Jenna Lewis Doherty, Colby Donaldson, Stephanie LaGrossa, right here. Sherry Fields, she was just recently on Celebrity Big Brother there. Ozzy List. Not reading the bios, y'all. I'm just showing you who's going to be on season 50. Benjamin Coach Wade. Ooh, that should be interesting. Aubrey Branico. Oh, come on. Please tell me Sandra's on this list. Chrissy Hofbeck. Christian Hubicki. Right there. Christian Hubicki right there. Angelica Keeley, rather. Sorry there. Mike White is coming back in. Rick Devens, Jonathan Young, D. Valdez, Emily Flippin, Q Burdett, Tiffany Irvin, Charlie Davis, Genevieve Mushcock. Sorry about butchering your name there. Camilla Clarkson, Kyle Frazier, Joe Hunter. So those are the people there. And then there will be 2 more people that will be joining from Survivor 49. So it should be a good time there. I'm going to turn on my camera now because we know the whole show for an hour. Yes, we have. What a show this morning. What a show. What a show. What a show. Like I said, Bryan Cranston, well done to you, sir. Keep saying the quiet part out loud. And by the way, to the supporters, how are y'all doing? Because there's been a lot of opposition to y'all president. Y'all good with that? Y'all gonna go after everybody or no? Shout out to everybody in that Brooklyn ship accident. Prayers up to everybody involved and rest in heaven to the 2 people who lost their lives. Kelly Clarkson, if you want to leave the show, leave the show. I mean, hell, there's a lot of people right now that are trying to find jobs that would love to be making $1 million a month by just showing up, reading the prompter, and getting to interview celebrities, okay? And talking to amazing people, everyday people who are doing amazing things, okay? Just keep it a buck. Southwest Airlines at $35 and $45 charge for the first and second bag, respectively. Y'all, God bless y'all. I mean, of course, Southwest Airlines is not going to lose everybody, but I bet you not a lot of people be flying Southwest as much as they used to. Ford with the rear view camera that could have a delay, freeze, or not show up. Please, for the love of God, send that article to everybody that you know. It's a recall for these vehicles right here, and also these vehicles right here as well. GameStop. Be better. Have a GameStop e-gaming tournament. Have a GameStop lounge family entertainment center or e-gaming lounge. Damn. Do GameStop studios. Hell. Would you have that as a video game studio, but now make it a television and film studio so that way people can, make TV shows and films based on nerd culture, anime, and other things. The new COVID-19 variant. Please be careful out here. Mask up, wash your hands, stand back, 10 feet or 5 feet, from everybody. The Black architects that are making it do what it do in Aldina, California. Shout out to all of you. Yes, indeed, there. So, and like I said, Survivor 50 will be airing in spring of 2026. Y'all, 50 seasons, $50 million being given away. That's great. I still believe that the grand prize for Survivor 50 should be $50 million. All you gotta do is find 5 sponsors that's willing to put up $10 million apiece. Okay. Just keeping it a buck. It should not be that hard. Okay. That would be the most watched season of Survivor ever. So yeah, with that being said, everybody, one love, much love, all love. Like I said, 6 p.m. tonight, it will be day 11 of the Diddy trial. And then tonight we're gonna review 90 Day Fiance. There's a new edition, and we're going to talk about it. So, yes, indeed. One love, much love, all love. I feel the love. And I'll send it right back to you. Bye, everybody.
I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? a winner. I thought I should tell you they've been.
Good evening. My name is Mark Woodbury. I'm the chairman and CEO of Universal Destinations and Experiences. Well, we're finally here. Tomorrow we begin a new chapter at Universal Orlando Resort as we open Epic Universe. We built this place for you. I want to thank you, our fans, for your love of our stories, characters, and immersive experiences that inspired this incredible place. Epic Universe represents over 8 years of meticulous planning, immense creativity, and innovation, combined with unmatched craftsmanship and operational excellence on the part of thousands of people who have brought to life the stories and characters that live beyond each of Epic's portals. But it represents so much more. Your love of Universal and the deep connections we've shared together here in Orlando over the past 30 years inspired us to dream bigger and to push the boundaries to create something extraordinary for you and for generations of fans and families to come. And tomorrow, as we open Epic Universe, I can't wait for you to experience this place for yourself. Now it's your turn to step inside, to lose yourself, and to share this place with the ones you love most. As we open this park, we hope your world becomes a little more epic. Tomorrow, Epic Universe becomes yours.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.